Hi, and welcome to the Ladies' Room. We have here once again our wonderful friend Nadia Enestus, Hampton health coach. And now that summer is coming, it can't be more important to eat healthy foods, organic foods, and substitute. You're doing like spaghetti squash today and making pasta out of it?
Yes.
Yay!
I am making a spaghetti squash with a sauce puttanesca.
And puttanesca means what?
Well, in Italian, puttana is a whore, a prostitute. So sauce puttanesca is something they made for themselves between clients, really quick, really spicy, really hot. So olive oil, oops, now it's too high. You see how
we do have issues with the electric
stove. We had
stove
issues
here.
with the stove all the time.
So the prostitutes needed to get back out on the street quickly, but they wanted to have some tasty pasta. So it has anchovies and black olives and things like that in it.
Remember, you're my assistant today.
Yes, sir.
It needs to, ma'am.
Yeah,
We're
Nadia.
cooking it very quickly. Cooking a little bit of onions. Now, I know very well how to cook pasta puttanesca. But before I came here, I decided to look online how other people cook it. And I'm looking, going through, flipping through on Google, through websites, and I see Emeril's website. And I go on Emeril's website, and I look on how to cook it. And yes, he talks about that it comes from the word puttana. I'm adding garlic, as we talk.
Yummy.
And they need to do it really quick, and it's really spicy. It has hot pepper flakes and anchovies and black olives. And then it says cooking time, 45 minutes.
No.
Like 45 minutes? Between clients? They wouldn't make any money. It's too long. Okay, we're going to make it very quickly. And the whole idea is you make it from fresh tomatoes. You don't need to simmer the pasta for hours and hours on end. It's a very American thing. You can do you do it when you preserve it. If you want to make a conserve, a preserve, that preserves it, the tomato, and evaporates, makes it more, concentrated. Trying to get the right temperature here. But you do not, you can make a tomato sauce very, very quickly. So we're going to saute this until it's translucent. In the meantime, we're going to do the squash. Now, you need to cut it in half. It's very hard, and sometimes the skin is very tough. So you put it in the oven for maybe 10 minutes at 350, and then the skin gets very soft.
Oh, really?
And you can easily cut it.
Now, can you do that also with like acorn squash?
I'm sure all squash.
Butternut squash.
So you sort of pre-cook it.
It's so hard to cut butternut squash.
And this way I cut
Totally
it.
changes the ball game there, doesn't it?
Without a problem.
Here, do you want me to stir that while you're doing
Just
it?
a little bit.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I have cooked this. Oh, so easy. So easy.
Spaghetti squash. I have never made anything with spaghetti squash. My mom, when I was little, used to make summer squash, which is also yellow. And one of the many times I was sent to bed without dinner because she would, get mad at me for something.
I need to get in here.
Okay. And then I was sent to bed without dinner.
Taking seeds out of the squash.
Now, I wonder if you, like pumpkin seeds, if you could eat those seeds.
You can eat those seeds. You can rinse them, and you can toast them.
Toast them with a little bit of salt.
Even no salt.
No salt?
Just
and they're
toast
good.
them, and they're delicious.
Boy, the granola you make with all the seeds is
But I am taking this, I'm scooping the seeds out straight into the garbage.
Okay.
At my house, I would put them straight into the compost.
Right. That's important too, the composting.
Okay.
Because we're all going to do organic gardens this summer, everybody.
Yeah, we are going to definitely
start planning it now.
Could you?
Yeah.
Real quick?
I'm on it. So, one of the times I was sent to bed without dinner, and my mother boiled everything to death. So can you imagine summer squash boiled? It was like this sort of translucent slime. And I think that's part of the reason I got myself in trouble, because I didn't want to have to eat dinner.
Yuck.
And then after getting me in all this trouble, then she would sneak upstairs with the dinner. And then I would have to eat it. So this one time I threw it out the back window. I threw the dinner out the back window.
You're a very, very bad girl.
And it fell on the stairs that went down to the basement. And my father had his office down there. And the next day his client came and slipped on the squash.
And now he would have been, if it happened today, would have been sued from here to eternity.
I know, but
I I'm putting the squash down, sorry, Judy,
Okay.
on the sheet, and I'm adding water.
Oh.
Okay, and then, putting it sliced side down, I'm putting it in the oven. 350 is fine, 325 is fine, for a few minutes, not very long. 12 minutes, 15 minutes, because remember, it's all pre-cooked.
So it steams and it roasts.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and look at you, just like Martha Stewart. You've got the already roasted one.
Yeah, we didn't have time. We don't know how much time we have. Okay. Now, hold on, excuse me.
Good.
Yeah. I am going to, we're going to add anchovies. We're going to add some black olives.
Now, any kind of black olives, or are those like the Greek ones?
I had what I had. Okay, this is a leftover from yesterday was Easter.
Capers?
Capers.
Yum.
And whatever I had left over, I chopped up some olives. Okay, now we put it here, and it cooks a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm going to slice some tomatoes.
Tomatoes on the vine. Now,
Tomatoes
do you ever use plum tomatoes?
I use a lot of plum tomatoes.
Yeah, they're a lot less expensive, and they're tasty.
True. But those were like really fragrant. It's not the time of the year for tomatoes, so I splurged a little.
Yeah. Yeah, these are nice and red.
You smell them. The tomatoes sort of smell.
Yeah. And you don't take the skins off or the seeds out or anything? You don't really need to.
Too much trouble.
It's good. Boy, it's almost time for tomato basil mozzarella, the fresh basil. Now they're selling basil in big things in the supermarkets, and you get a lot of basil in it. And it stays fresh for a long time.
I still have pesto from last year.
Pesto. I love pesto. Yeah. All right. I love doing these cooking shows because then we get to eat.
Yeah.
We love it. I learn
like
stuff and I get to eat.
Okay, so now I think we can put the heat a little bit higher. This is a crazy stove.
Yeah.
On, high, too high. That should do it.
So you're from Russia. When did you come here from Russia?
I came from Russia 30 years ago.
Huh.
With love. I came from Russia with love.
From Russia with love. And
Well,
you
one
had
more.
3 children?
I had all of them here. I came all by myself in America. I had no family, so I had to give birth to my family. And I did.
All right. But you got married and you had like a normal family,
I
right?
was married when I was having children, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And how old are they now?
They're now 25, 22, 19.
Wow, you look so young, Nadia. I'll get that.
Don't worry about it. I think we're done slicing, are we? Just in case. I will have another one.
We'll have another one.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
So
All
now
right.
are all your children
Celtic
okay.
salt. Okay, Celtic salt, everybody. It's a little gray.
Whoa!
Too much salt.
Let's get some of that out of there. We already got the anchovies too.
I know, that's way too much. But I have more tomatoes that I can add up, and I will dilute it. These things happen.
And
I heard it even happened to, probably not to Martha Stewart,
No.
but definitely to,
Anna Garten?
no, the,
Emerald?
oh, to Emerald, I'm sure many times.
Emerald's like tossing everything around.
Okay, I'm going to add more tomatoes, so we dilute the salt.
Okay. If we were making soup, we'd throw a potato in it to dilute the salt.
idea.
What is this? We got stuff on the floor here. I don't want
But
you
we're
to
going to have the squash that doesn't have any salt at all,
Right.
so that
Oh,
should
it's going to be delicious.
be a little salty but delicious. See, because it get me nervous when I'm on the camera.
So, you have these children, boys, girls?
All kinds.
All kinds. And are they like
I have
in
2 girls and a
college
boy. The girls are in graduate schools. And my son is going into college. And he just got admitted to Clark and Dartmouth.
Wow. Dartmouth.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
used to hang out at Dartmouth.
It's not all for girls anymore.
Not all for girls. It was a boys' school.
It
was
a
always
girls'
all
school.
boys.
All
No, it was
boy-
all boys.
Ah.
No, I was pinned to
I
a
thought
guy
it was
that
a
went to
girls'
Dartmouth.
school.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, I was a Fiji honey, Phi Gamma Delta.
Wow.
Oh boy, was that a crazy school. Very crazy,
Well,
but
goes
very
to show
fun.
you how much I know about.
What is this?
This, I think, if we have time, I will grate something. So I brought a little scallions.
Okay.
For that.
Scallions, okay. Yeah, you make such great raw things.
Yeah, I make
Yeah,
good raw
we need to
things.
eat a lot of raw stuff for the summer, boy, because we all need to. We all could be a little bit thinner. I'm speaking for
Yeah,
myself,
it definitely
really.
helps you lose weight.
Can't be too rich or too thin,
Okay,
right?
I'm going to add the normal amount of spices now. Okay, watch me.
Pepper?
Black pepper.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I mean,
hot
do you
pepper
have a
flakes.
contract with the Celtic Salt Company, dear?
Why?
You're
Because
going,
I always
Celtic
push
salt.
it. Celtic salt is very important to have
Fine
good
ground.
salt.
Vital mineral blend.
Because it's full mineral spectrum salt.
Yeah.
It's real salt. They scrape it off in caves or something. And they have very high mineral
They
content.
scrape it off in caves?
Very often it's not evaporated salt. It's a salt that they mine in salt
Wow.
places, wherever it is they mine salt.
It says exquisite taste.
Exquisite taste.
Quality certified.
Quality
Doctor
certified.
recommended.
Doctor recommended. Now,
More nutritious than table salt.
it's much more nutritious.
Celtic salt, people.
Very often, people who have high blood pressure can reduce their blood pressure just by switching from table salt to Celtic
Really?
or to other kinds of, real sea salts.
Well, you cured yourself from type 2 diabetes with diet
Yes, just with that.
because you didn't want to take the drugs.
Not taking any drugs. Okay. I know Judy always says about ads on TV. We talked about it last time. I go to a doctor. In the reception room, I'm waiting for the doctor.
Right.
I'm waiting for the doctor. And there are magazines. And about 80% of those magazines called WebMD. And they like that website. Website's awesome. But anyway, they are for people who wait. They're made for the waiting room.
To sell you drugs.
Every third page is a drug.
Yeah.
Not only every third page is a drug, but they give you 2 weeks for free.
Oh,
Ask
free
your
samples. Get you
physician. They got
started.
free. So you wait in the waiting room with a magazine, then you go and you see your physician, and you say, "Can I please have the drugs?" It's free. I won't try it. They're pushing drugs on you, like good drug dealers.
Yeah,
they give you a little bit for free, and you love it, and then the price goes up.
Yeah. And we're pushing organic foods on you.
Pushing good foods on you.
Good food. Good food, good health, good fun, good friends, great dinners. Yeah, that's a lot better than taking a little purple pill. Don't you agree? Hey,
It's pretty
it's a
though.
little purple pill.
Such a pretty purple pill.
Oh, my mother wanted a pill for everything. She was like 95, and then the ads started coming out about the restless leg syndrome. And she was like, "Oh my God, I never knew what that was." And she wanted that pill.
And
They had
that's
her-
what it is.
They had her on like 17 different pills for all kinds of stuff, and she couldn't even think straight. She was walking around in circles. We got her off everything, and she was so much better. So much better.
And then you have a heart specialist, and you have a lung specialist, and you have a head specialist.
And now they
have-
refer each other. All
And
of
they,
them.
you all go, and then you get a pill for the heart, and a pill for the lungs, and
Yeah.
a pill for blood pressure, and a pill for, and it could be one cause for all of
Right.
that. You can like eat just kale,
Yeah.
and it probably would take care of
Oh,
most of it.
Warm kale salad. People go online and see Nadia's show on the warm kale salad. That is so good.
It's delicious. I made it for Easter. They were raving about it.
Really good.
Well, and something. It's like done,
Yeah,
kind of. It's
that's
really pretty much
So what do we do
done.
with the spaghetti squash?
We're going to take it out and
Okay, do
scoop
we need
it
room?
out.
Do we need room here?
I don't know. Let it still keep cooking, a little bit softer.
Yeah.
But this is what it is. You want the chunks.
Yum.
Okay. Taking it out. Let's take
You have
out
a
the
pot
one.
holders are
oh,
here?
pot holders are here.
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
We're taking this out.
This is so interesting. I'm very interested to know about
And
spaghetti
there's
squash.
the spaghetti squash. And this is yucky. You hold it.
Okay. Hot.
And I'm taking a fork. And look what happens. Hello? Everybody can see what happens? Look.
Turns into spaghetti. Shreds.
You know something? I need that pot holder because
Oh, yeah.
it's hard to hold the squash.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to put paper towel over it. Keep it nice and clean. Like this.
Yeah, that's good. I wonder if the other one's in better shape.
You know I can do it like because my hands are generally like asbestos.
Wow, it really does look like spaghetti. That's remarkable.
Yeah,
Remarkable.
it looks totally like spaghetti.
And does it taste like spaghetti?
It's sweeter. It's a little sweeter because the squash is sweet. I actually only today tried it raw and it was delicious. I think next time I'm going to do something complete. I don't know anybody that does anything with raw spaghetti squash. But it looks like I can do something.
You tried it raw?
Oh, it was so good.
Really?
It was really crunchy and really sweet.
Huh.
I think, I think I'm
Well,
going
your taste buds have all now kind of transformed into being
into
able
much
to
better taste buds.
yeah, being to detect all the natural flavors. You know, it really only takes 3 days for the human organism to switch over, like nicotine, caffeine, excuse me, sugar, natural substances like that. If you can stay away from them for 3 days, your body's on to the next thing. So they're not hard addictions to get over.
So what do you
Not
think?
not like drugs.
Okay.
Well, that if people could just stay away from sugar for 3 days, they wouldn't want it. And you don't eat the raw foods and the organic foods. Boy, that looks beautiful. Beautiful.
And there's our meal.
And there's our meal.
That's our dish.
So does this make us putanas? What are they?
Oh, how could you?
Ah, putan,
That's
putan.
not true. Not me. No. It only makes
We're
us
getting ready for our next customer.
super healthy.
Have to make money
Look,
somehow
we
on
have
LTV.
9 minutes. I can grate.
Right.
I have time. So this is
Wonderful.
going to be our pasta
Okay.
course.
Alrighty. And now we're going to grate. Do you need this cutting board back? Or do you want the other one? Probably need. You want to use
I have
that
the
other
other one.
Okay.
That one clean. I have another cut. Don't even need the cutting board, but I'll take one. Okay. We're going to make today cucumbers.
Those are tiny cucumbers. What kind of cucumbers are they?
I think they're called Israeli cucumbers or
I've
something.
never seen such a little cucumber.
Yes, didn't you get the best supermarket in the Riverhead? I heard it. You
Best?
said.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they
haven't been in there
have
in a while. It used to be kind of funky, but I hear they cleaned it up.
Oh, they cleaned it up and it's more expensive and it's less funky, but they still have a lot of good, like Latin American stuff.
Really?
I love that. The sauces,
Huh.
so delicious.
Cool. Yeah, I go to Riverhead like every other week or every third week because I save like hundreds of dollars, and then you get the coupons.
And
I'm
this
starting to get better with coupons.
kohlrabi.
My
Kohlrabi.
mother boiled that to death when I was a kid too.
You
I
can
hated
boil
it.
that to there's no reason. It's delicious raw, delicious. And you can also treat it like any other root vegetable and roast it.
Roasted. Huh.
Cut it in chunks and roast it. This is one of those cabbages that everybody tells you eat cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetable.
Is it
There
also
it is.
called Jerusalem artichoke?
No, it isn't. It's
What's
one
Jerusalem
of
artichoke?
the. It's called sunchoke.
Sunchoke?
Sunchoke. Jerusalem artichoke or sunchoke. Put it in your chicken soup.
Oh.
That's a good use for it. It sort of keeps its firmness in a way. Okay, everybody timing me. Is it taking me any time? No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
It's super quick. It's very, very quick. And you can do it. And how long did it take me to do that? The whole show is only half hour.
Right.
And we're talking nonstop.
Right.
Okay, so kohlrabi, you see the leaves in front of me in a bowl? Cook those leaves. I have 3 minutes left, I'll cook you the leaves.
Oh, okay.
But if we have, because this is like, it's the same as like kale or like
Kale or
collard
spinach
greens.
or collard greens.
Yeah, that's what they are.
So what would you maybe saute onion and a little garlic and then
Garlic
chop it
and
up
throw it
and
in there.
saute it? Anything with a lot of green in it, you know, has a lot of nutrition.
Delicious. You put lemon juice with it or a little vinegar. Remember I put last time in kale? So good.
Now, I wanted to ask you, you used the white balsamic vinegar. I went to the store looking for it, couldn't find it. Is the red balsamic vinegar the same taste? It just wouldn't look as pretty on
I
screen.
don't know. I think it has different taste.
Different taste?
Oops.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Puta?
No,
Puta?
no.
Puta.
Please, don't
My little
Russian.
puta.
Don't
My
say
little
that. Don't say
Russian
that.
puta.
Don't say that. This is
We're
terrible.
only kidding.
That old man
Oh,
had a
you're
reputation.
kidding.
All of a sudden, there it is.
Some girls will do anything for
Anything.
attention. And we're not even drinking wine. We're going to start
Why
drinking
are we
wine
not
on
drinking
this show.
wine?
I know.
I don't drink wine. I only drink
don't?
tequila shots.
Oh, okay. We can do tequila shots. That'd be great.
It's better for you.
But who's going to drive us home?
Men.
Who's going to drive us home?
Men will
Well, you
drive
know
us
what? We'll invite people to come and have a little meal, and then we'll just stay here and party.
2 women who cook and who drink tequila shots will never be in need of a ride. We always can get a
This
ride.
is true.
Now I put scallions in it. Okay, so I grated on a coarse grater while we were talking.
And you just chop the scallions, the tops, and the,
Just them scallions,
you know. It'll be
That's too
That's
hot.
Pyrex, so it's probably okay.
but I don't want to cook it.
Okay. Oh, right.
And now, hold on, I'm going to put the salt
Careful
again.
with the Celtic salt.
Now get this. That's the only thing I'm going to put.
Oh,
I'm going to put
Lemon
a little
juice? No.
salt. Not even.
okay.
And I'm going to mix it up. I need another utensil. Take this fork. And in about a minute, it will become super juicy. Look how pretty. Not pretty?
Really? And what's making it juicy? The cucumber?
The salt draws the juice out
Right.
of cucumber and cabbage and scallion.
So is this cabbage family? No.
Totally.
It is?
Yeah, it's cabbage.
Kohlrabi is...
Kohl. Kohl is cabbage in German. Like
Oh.
Rotkohl is red cabbage.
Oh.
Councillor Kohl, crowd, just saying.
Crowd pleaser. You learn something new every day.
Every day.
Every day. That shredded salad you did last week for dessert.
Yeah.
You
it's
shredded
good.
an apple.
An apple and a pear.
And a pear. Oh my God, it was
together.
like eating apple pie. It was so good.
I know. It's like eating apple mousse. Okay, that done too.
All right. Well, what now? All we have to do is eat. Like, get out
Let's
the
try
tequila. Let's make believe this is tequila.
No, it's not. Some water.
Had I known,
Yeah.
I actually have a good bottle of
But
tequila.
anyway, you saw how little time it took us to cook everything today. So the point is, good nutrition does not have to take a lot of time.
No.
It doesn't have to be complicated. It was a very few, very simple ingredients, and anybody can do it. I always say, if you can slice, you can cook.
Right.
Can you chop?
Well, now you have groups that you're putting together
Yes.
for the life coaching, and you teach the people how
I
to
don't.
cook.
It's not life coaching, Judy. Really, I'm a
It's health
certified
coach.
health coach. But
Health and
it's
nutrition.
more of a yeah, it's like health and nutrition.
But you
health
do
and lifestyle workshop.
meditation, you do exercises,
Yes,
you do
I do all kinds
a little
of
of
things.
everything.
You have to, because if you are stressed out, no matter what good food I give you, you're not going to be healthy.
Right.
And to reduce stress and relieve the stress of everyday life, you definitely, the meditation is the biggest shortcut you can imagine. You know.
Yeah.
You know, meditation is awesome, and it really changes things in your brain, and it really changes you.
It does. It takes.
And
it
when you
takes-
meditate in a group, it is wonderful. It's very
Powerful.
powerful. It's the best way to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the day I went to your group, you did the meditation with the eyes open, which I thought was interesting. I hadn't done that meditation before, and that was interesting. But mostly in your groups, you do like concentration on the breath.
We do different things.
Okay.
We like to do different
Change it up.
things. Yeah, I like that meditation. It only takes 4 breaths. It has incredible health result. When you inhale on 4 counts, you hold it on 7 counts, and you exhale through your mouth on 8 counts. And you only do 4 breaths. And if you do it twice a day, it's incredible things change. People's, people have cold hands always.
Yeah.
They also start noticing the hands
Well,
are
they're
getting warm.
oxygenating
Yeah,
everything.
it's
Most
really-
people breathe from the top 10% of their lungs. Do you realize that? They're up here. And
But when you
need to exchange
exhale,
all
and
the
then you
air.
exhale, and then
Long
you
exhale.
exhale a little more, and you only focus on the exhale, inhale takes care of itself, and then
Yeah.
your lungs will fill into much more bigger capacity. So I teach them how to do that. Sometimes we do paired meditation. I ask them to look into each other's right eye and synchronize the breath. And then I give them the words. Because then I would say, well, inhale love and exhale peace, let's say, or something else. Then they know
Inhale light, exhale toxin.
I don't
No?
really want to
Yeah.
exhale anything bad. No, inhale.
no.
on an inhale, say
exhale
love.
negativity.
No, in an inhale, you say love to yourself, and on an exhale, say peace, just to give them something to
Okay,
repeat.
so it's positive.
Because I don't want them to think toxins. I want them to think peace.
Okay.
So love, peace, or I am, or
Soham, yeah.
something. So they know that when they synchronize the breath and the breathing together, they also have the same thing going in their mind. And they, look each other in the eye. And very powerful things happen.
So your tagline is making the world better, one person at a time.
Making the world healthier, one person at a time.
Okay.
One person at a time. A little bit healthier. Okay, just a little bit. Have less
taste
coffee.
this.
Have less
Taste coffee.
sugar. Have a little bit more greens.
Delicious.
Right? Delicious.
Oh, so fresh. So fresh.
And of course, needs nothing.
Now, your information is up on the screen.
Yeah.
And people can get a hold of you in your
Please
groups
do.
at 6 weeks.
The groups at 12 weeks, it's 3 months, called 12 Weeks to Better Health. And I take you step by step through different ways how you can be healthy. And every way is as easy as what we did today. It's really simple. It's really basic. It doesn't need equipment. It doesn't need tremendous commitment.
Right.
Every day you change a little bit.
Right.
Every week you change a little bit. So you get healthier and healthier.
So once a week, an hour and a half, and you give people all kinds of tips
And all kind of gifts.
And all kind of gifts. Yeah, spiritually, emotionally,
And all kind of real
nutritionally.
gifts. When we talk about kale, they get kale.
Nice, very nice. Whoa, oh my goodness, our time is up. Thank
Time
you
is
so
up.
much
Let's
for coming.
eat.
So, ladies, leave yourself lots of room for love, room for fun, room for great organic food. Give Nadia a call. Room to grow and room to flow. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Have a great
Nice
weekend.
to see you.
Breathe in. Now I took what I want, but you find that everything I've got, you step forwards to my shadow.